So, hello everybody. For those of you who don't know, my name is Joe. People call me JoJo, Joe Tiffany, whatever you want to call me. Anyway, so I'm making this video because a lot of people have been asking me what I'm going to school for. And I'm going to just start blogging it on YouTube. So I'm going to school for mortuary affairs, funeral services, and I'm going to Tidewater Community College. And if you don't know what that is, I'm going to be a mortician embalming dead bodies. So I've been on this journey for a long time because every time I enrolled in school, I had a baby. I had a baby just last year, but I was determined. So now that I'm reaching my core classes, you know, the meat and potatoes of the classes, the interesting part, now that I've did the prereqs, I'm ready to share my journey with y'all. So a lot of times people try to discourage me because they think that I'm crazy for wanting to do mortuary affairs. Like, oh, you want to work with dead people. Baby, it's not the dead people that you have to worry about. It's the ones that is alive. So I had the one lady tell me, she was like, and I'm sorry I keep calling my hair. She told me, she was like, oh, you're going to be working on dead people. You're going to catch spirits. Lady, what spirits? They dead. That dead body ain't holding no spirit. It ain't got no soul no more. Everything that was pertaining to that body, once it's dead, it's gone. So, yeah, people been trying to discourage me. You sure that's what you want to do? If I didn't want to do it, I wouldn't have been wasting my time all these years trying to get to it. But now I'm more determined than ever. And one thing about mortuary affairs, funeral services, I'll always have a job. Hopefully one of my kids will decide that they want to do it too. So when I open up my own funeral home, you know, have them around the funeral home while I'm working the thing, so I won't need no babysitter. You know, once they be like, oh, my, I want to do this. Yes, go to school so you can take over the business, baby. You'll always have a job. And y'all watch this video because I'm telling y'all, I'm going to be one of the best morticians. Hands down, you hear me? Hands down, I'm going to be one of the best morticians. You tag them, I bag them. Lord Jesus. But no, for real. I'm in the meat and potatoes of my classes, and I am so excited. I've never been so excited because I've never got this far. I've never gotten this far. So I'm excited. I'm having my funeral service class. I already took my death, dying, and bereavement class, which was interesting. You learn how to grieve with people. And funeral services is really art. You're a doctor for the dead. Because the family puts their loved ones in your hands so that, you know, they can be remembered. Like, they don't want you butchering their family. They want them to look the way that they did when they was here. They don't want them looking a mess. And I had already started an internship at Brunson Funeral Home, and I did a couple of funerals with them. And funeral services is an art. It really is an art. I mean, people might think it's a crazy art, but it's an art. It's really art because you learn restorative services and everything, how to restore the body to make it look the way that you would want it to look. So I'm gonna share this story with y'all. So back in 2010, me and my friend was pregnant together. And I had just talked to her like that night before she was supposed to get out of the hospital or whatever. And you know, she had high blood pressure while she was pregnant, so they had to take the baby a little early. So I was due in December. She was due in October. She ended up having her baby, I want to say August. And so, you know, I was talking to her or whatever. And then, like, the next day, my phone was blowing up. Like, literally blowing up. Like, mind you, I had just talked to this girl the night before. And my phone was blowing up when I woke up. And everybody was like, oh, well, you know, such and such died. And I was like, died? What? What y'all mean? She just had a baby. What you mean she died? So push comes. Anyway, long story short, her mom donated her body. Well, not donated her body, but donated her bones. So yeah, so her mama donated her big bones. Basically, she was an organ donor. So her mama donated her big bones. So when I went to the funeral home to see her, you know, me being interested in that field, you know, I was talking to the mortician that embalmed her, and he was saying, like, basically when they went and picked her up from the morgue, she was like mush because they had took all her big bones out of her arms and her legs. I didn't even know you could donate bones, to be honest. I mean, maybe they took it for the mirror, I don't know. But he basically said when he picked her up from the morgue, she was like mush. And when I tell y'all, she looked nothing like herself. Nothing like herself. So, you know what I did? Once I found out that when you're an organ donor, they take whatever. I don't give a crap if I am dead. I want to look like I look when I die. You're not just going to take whatever you need to take and leave me looking a mess. And then make the mortician's job hard, trying to make me look like I looked before I died when y'all done took everything. Now you can take my organs. You can have my organs. You're not getting the bones out of my arm. You're not getting the bones out of my legs. I mean, my eyes gonna be closed, but don't touch my eyes. I don't want them sinking all in. But, and you know what too? Gunshot victims are the hardest to put together, especially if they shot in the head. But anyway, that's a different story for a different day. But yeah, I went and took organ donor off my license, baby. Because I want to tell you which organs to take. I want to tell you which ones to take. Don't take my bones. Leave that. I don't want to be like liver mush. But anyway, I am determined, so I'm going to bring you guys on my journey.